afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and riveting and amazing Propagandacast from your host Imperial Day, the one, the only master of propaganda, the only sanctioned source of campaigns to entertainment. Any other source is flawed and wrong. Off here to 1 vs 1 on Rechnaya Pereprava, or Belgium. Probably not that one. In North, we got Expensive Runner fighting for America, freedom, democracy. Taking on the role of the 1st Armored Division with recon support, heavy cavalry and tactical support, which will infantry versus the south is My Little War Ponies, or I'll just call them War Ponies because that sentence is going to be a bit tiresome to keep saying. With German infantry, strategic reserves and spearhead with Grenadier MG42 and Ponies 1 plus anti-tank infantry and machine gun bulletins there for them. So we've got Bart 1 sandbags around the cutoff point here, Expense Runner, got a few tanks that's being chucked down here, his choice of cover, more rapid all the way. The Expense Runner pushes for the Western fuel. So is War Ponies here, moving in aggressively. Got them missing southward. So a bit more of a spread out approach here from War Ponies against Expense Runner. Always a bit more risky as the Wehrmacht. Always something you want to be more cautious about. Because at least the Ponies can close to the MG42 sandbags up here. Good work there. Reaction sending eastwards. Almost at the fuel point there. And War Ponies will be able to slightly disrupt them, but at the same time Expense Runner will vice versa will disrupt War Ponies. So we'll have to see again with our infantry what they'll do. We've got more gunneers on the way there for War Ponies. Other gunneers squatting eastwards. And I imagine there we go. 3rd Rifle Squad there for Expensive Runners. Using the munitions spawn after space. War Ponies almost done. Also wiring off just in case to make sure things are working out. Pony saying North is going to grab the fuel point there to attempt to. Gunneers here. And Expensive Runner goes for the car pot. Sneaking in there. Getting right under War Pony's nose to hit the car pot disrupt. But there you go. Bit of bat like this. And around for Expensive Runner's Gunneer Squad is nearby. Ready to put a wrench here and Expense Runners, otherwise delightful little raid on the car point. But no mercy, they're going to lose pursuing, sneaking up behind. The Expense Runner continue to cause mess there, but there you go, machine gun bunkers puts a stop there to it fully. RP right from there, ambushing the machine gun, putting a stop there to War Pony's little maneuver. Gonna see there's the reactions there, pushing them back further. Gonna try and push for the eastern fuel point up north here. Heavy firing there going, Rifle Squad could take out. There we go, heavy damage. Casualties quickly piling up as Expense Runner warns will find the tables turned against him. And then hit with the table a few times for good measure. 3rd Grenadier Squad with Expense for War Ponies. Expense Runner going for take their platoon command post on the way. Ponies being hit, machine gun ulti, be careful not to push too far ahead there. Grenadiers moving for the car point. War Ponies here apparently trying to show Expense Runner how it's done when you hit the car point, and seems to have a bit more luck for that. Ponies into the building, machine gun interesting enough not popping it, so they set up at a safer distance rather than falling back, either seeing or sensing the machine gun there. Got the car point there hit. Expense Runner, in fact, has now not a single point connected. How quickly the tides turn, as they do say. Grand point there, take up for a War Ponies. Or Rifleman setting out there. Moving up here on the munitions point. Canadians Rifleman here. Rifleman trying to cross a bit negative. Need to get into the building here. And even then they might still be in trouble there. Munitions point being seized. Rifleman charging forwards there. Grand points in machine gun. I feel like needs to be pulled back to the base reinforcement. More guns to support the squad here in East. Rifleman still focused down here. Other Grenadier Squad focused down now in return. Lots of wild action here. Lieutenant around there for Expense Runner. War Ponies. Grenadiers are being overwhelmed a bit possibly here by Expense Runner charging with all the Riflemen available to him. Back here, tech up almost done there for War Ponies. Grenadiers here being slowly focused on the Riflemen. 2 squads versus just 2 guys. Like, there's no way. I think Lucian's going to win those. In fact, because they stay around too long now, there's a good chance the Riflemen just wipe. They're going to lose the retreat here, so not a good development there for War Ponies, even remotely. Bit of a bad call there. Machine gun also, I think, very much exposed here. Was trying to probably buy time for it, didn't work out. They instead just lost the Grenadier Squad. I might even now risk losing MG42, which is going to be a huge setback there for War Ponies if that happens. Need to retreat the machine gun now. Need to get back. Need to take up fast. Probably may want to consider getting out some Panther to something else. Hit bad Expense Runner with swiftly ambulance on the way there. For Expense Runner, the 1st Armoured. As War Ponies and the 2nd Panzer doing the fall back. Bunker almost down there for War Ponies. Got decent fuel. And there you go. Docked and chosen is German Infantry. Deutsche Infanterie. Nice pick there. Going to use the G43 of the Veteran Squadron upgrade are quite potent. In fact, they're probably the strongest of all the Grenadiers version can have when you upgrade them. But they still tend to get a bit overlooked, I feel like. But they're actually quite potent. Quite potent. troops are being up, or medic bank they're being upgraded. Grenadiers, he needs to be careful not to lose any more grenadiers. Like, he can't really afford to have to constantly replace his infantry versus expensive runner. Who, while he's been able to disrupt, he's not really been able to, like, you know, hit the field. Also note, again, another rate on the cutoff point. Thumbs up to expensive runner. A driven and expert player here. Grenadiers opposed about the raft squad. Managed to pull through that one narrowly. Medic, like to make a nice come on the way there for for War Ponies. Expense Runner has gone for tactical support, opening up here for light machine gun upgrades, half tracks, recon run, strafing run, and Sherman Calliope with German infantry access to the 250-1 half track, veteran squad leaders, stormtroopers, assault and hold, and fragmentation bombs. We've got 2 on the way there for War Ponies. As for expensive runner, we're not seeing much else out of the base. 2 is definitely not a bad choice, but more infantry definitely should be priority here for expensive runner. War Ponies alongside, of course, the veteran squad leader upgrade. It's an upgrade that gets so much, but also with just experience and eventually free veteran Grenadier squad is quite a force to deal with for an opponent. In particular, then also combined with a good push using assault and hold, they can do some serious damage. Grenadiers reinforcing healing. Need to, of course, remember to fully upgrade the unit here. Don't forget to reinforce ponies. Ah, bollocks, he did that, didn't he? Storms arriving here. MP40's on the way, obviously. The machine and pistol in field sick. MP40 from the reactions. Raft squad up behind Big Harvard. Could see the reactions activate being pushed out. To do charging in there. The Raft squad. Oh, gaining measures one just in time. But also suppressed. Storms should be able to clear that out. In the centre, Pioneers caught laying down sandbags with the Raft squad. Up north, threatening the fuel pond there as well. Both players furiously looking to outmaneuver the L1. Rifleman going in hard here against the Pioneers. Not the hardest resistance punch, but still they're doing some damage here to the Riflemen. We need to retreat now. Might want to get the 2 up there. Storms were there fighting hard here. Going for the carve point behind here. MD42 moving up. Aggressive maneuvering here for War Ponies. Not some sort of lax and lazy candy eater here. And we get a half tech out here. Ooh la la. Expensive run with a half tech. Anti-aircraft half squad being upgraded. That's going to be a bit of a challenge here for War Ponies. Going to be the offering force, of course, getting chewed up with the Riflemen there. Should have up to reinforce them. Also, been more careful about the terrain since there's all potential about Riflemen beyond around the corner. And up close in with the upgrade, the Riflemen still have a significant DPS advantage. So, bit of a bad call there tactically by War Ponies. Got punished there by thoroughly by expensive runner. May want to lay down some boob traps if possible. Setting up with the storms with an ambush. It's going to need a pack 40, another 2-2 to really have a good chance of dealing with the anti-aircraft half tech. Then there's a need to retreat Schnell. As they're going to get annihilated by the half tech. Raven also pushing in there just to add further insult to injury there. 2-2 moving about here, going for the fuel point in the west. Good attack here by expensive runner, made up of 2 parts, being the third smaller part here in the east. Might try and go for the carve point again. We'll have to see, of course, how War Ponies deals with that. 2-2 dealing with the Lieutenant. More Riflemen in there. Could take up the 2-2. And there you go. Pack 40 for War Ponies and the German army. Reasons they're hiding about. Are they sensing something? Who knows? Pioneers dealing with the Lieutenant. We've got the half-tech nearby charging ahead here. Need to get that 2-2 out there very fast. In fact, it might already be too late here for War Ponies armored card. Didn't have the path and he got it stuck up on a strategic point. And so what? The machine repositioning. And the 2-2 goes down here. Not great there for War Ponies at all. Great there for expensive runner. And there Garrison's finally moving up. Will War Pony begin attention could actually get a wipe here possibly on the rear echelons? Looks like the answer to that is no. Oh, there we go. There you go, tactical advance as well. Almost here, but not quite. Pack 40 ready there for War Ponies. Expensive Runner again control the northern edge of the map. Southern edge is falling into the hands here of War Ponies. Interesting split there on the map. Pack 40 moving eastwards. This is obviously expecting Expensive Runner to try and push for the eastern side, then clear them out. Not a bad read there. Of course, need to cover this Pack 40. MD42 the saves. The pack down there go. Half tech rush again. It's going to probably push away the Stormtroopers with these. 50 cal on the way. The Expensive Runner. Stormtroopers routed under a hailstorm of furious and angry American lead. Actually, sir, it's made in Brazil. Brazil? Yes. How? I don't know. Coming just moving hit there, Rav squad being pushed back, half tick just hammering away there without Incendiary piercing rounds, he's got no way of it, but there you go. Actually guards it, almost gets the half tick as well there. Really close stuff there. Pioneers moving westwards, back here, nothing further going on there for War Ponies who could consider taking up soon. Expensive Run, of course, can't take up soon, a bit more disrupting fuel, but also going for the half track. They also be going for weapon racks, but of course, except not because they get for the tactical support to get light machine guns up there. Heavy fighting here continues. Furious maneuvering all over the place. Neither side here really slowing down or just giving the other chap much time to breathe if they get the opportunity to do so. Good play there from both sides. More to the way there for expensive run. I think War Ponies, by the way, is some sort of Smurf account, but At least parts of it seems to be recently high ranked, and Expensive Runner is a very high ranked player overall. Very solid stuff there. As always, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Press that bell button while you remember it. More to another Expensive Runner, very good pick, of course. They can help us with the support weapons, just provide general artillery support, and even provide smoke screens. Remember, Rav squad here in the east, supported by the MD42, pinned down to the ground like insects, fervently wishing for some relief, but there is none. There is only the bark of the furious MD42, a hailstorm of Teutonic lead. Back here, reinforcement take there for war ponies. Rav squad push back, but there you go. Mortar opening up there, a salvo from above. After they're hammering away with 5 kills, close to 52 Grenadiers, they're taking apart the Riflemen as they cross through the stream. Easy targets for the Germans. In the west here, fuel pole being seized back with the German army, disrupting once more Expensive Runner's fuel flow, as war ponies can soon push for the support McCall, the Panzerunterstützungskorps, and begin pushing for something a bit nasty. But there you go, half-tech rushing in. It is not afraid, because it knows he probably doesn't have any anti-tank counters nearby that could punish him. Even though it seemingly takes a bit of light damage from the MP40s, very lightly, but still taking some. Support McCall can be built now by war ponies, can't of course get anything out of it right away. Rather than doing hand damage to the Grenadiers, to be careful in fact. Pretty risky move there. Trying to panther fast it. Cost most of the Grenadiers in the process. Fifth cover around the Grenadiers in the Pack 40. Still in for this brief moment. It does mean the war ponies getting a lot of fuel compared to Expensive Runner, and we'll be able to push something out. This is Support McCall pretty fast. I mean, a fast flak panzer right now would be excellent here versus Expensive Runner, and I'm sure Expensive Runner is very much keeping that possibility in mind, as it would really give him a bad time of it. Machine setting up his smoke screen down there. Thumbs up. He's not actually got anything going. It might be a mistimed. It might just be mind games. He's just trying to make his opponent think something's coming, and he's using the smoke basically as a distraction. In which case, thumbs up that Expensive Runner for some expensive, well, actually pretty cheap mind games. Not very expensive about that, but there you go. Support McCall there can go for the Ostwind soon. He could also just rush out a Stug, though I think that might be a bit too soon. Pack shoot gets a great hit there on the half track. Big push in the west. Punishing him. There you go. Does look like, in fact, the mortar smoke was a mirage here. A feint. Allowing to this up for deeper flank of the machine gun. 2 thumbs up to Expensive Runner, and that's going to clear out the machine gun there. Definite mistake. They were war pony. Shouldn't have kept that machine gun at that low health as that exposed to position. Big mistake there, and that's a free machine gun to Expensive Runner. Well played there by Expensive Runner. Definite mistake there by war ponies. Got to think 2 folks on the west. Forgot about his machine gun there. And now Expensive Runner is 2 machine guns up as his opponent's none. Osman on the way though will help. I've probably equalised things a bit. We also got the captain out there for Expensive Runner. So he's going for the 10 guns. Obviously worried about, say, a fast Ostwind and not wanting to go for like weapon axe. He just wanting to go for anti-tank, and he just goes for that instead. Makes a lot of sense. Ground the on point. Plus, of course, he gets a free infantry squad effectively along with it, which you can end up BAR2 and then upgrade that with a light machine gun. Are we flak pants about done there for war ponies? Need to get that machine gun back or grab another one. Need to care about the flank of the Pack 40. Flak pants around heading eastwards here up north after setting up with the infantry support. Good push here by Expensive Runner. Just good furious play here, and war ponies now trying to catch up again, having lost too many units without replacing them. Particularly losing that machine gun, and not, I would say, using it effectively. Like just leaving it down here was an overall mistake. This is the sort of situation we should actually gone for a machine gun bunker rather than just stuffing machine gun inside of criticals. You know, leaving a machine gun to that, which can rather been providing support elsewhere. Almost getting here rid of the machine gun there. Half take also realizing when the situation gets out of there. We do get the anti-tank out here for Expensive Runner. Very good, very good. West side of your points being seized by Expensive Runner. Good play there. Troops are reinforcing healing. Still think you should go for a bit more infantry, but also some support weapons. Like another machine gun right now would be great for for war ponies. Mortar could also be a good long-term idea here versus his opponent. And just more infantry, really. Captain being how? I mean, right now, Expensive Runner has 5 infantry squads effectively, plus 2 machine guns. Meanwhile, his opponent has 3 infantry squads. He does have the Ostwind, but I imagine Expensive Runner is going to try and rapidly look to close that capability gap. But he's shut it down with a lot of anti-tank guns. Wing for the Eastern Pompey Gold, got a large force inbound here from Expensive Runner. 2 infantry squads, the mortar, the full 9 yards of freedom. Machine gun down the way for war ponies, very good. Flak pantsman eastwards, engaging troops there with heavy autocannon fire, tearing into them ruthlessly. 1 kill there. Going to take a great hit there. Need to get that back for repairs already. Reclaiming the west here from Expensive Runner and the 1st Armoured Division. Stormtroopers routed. Machine gun hanging back here. Troops reinforcing healing. Half-tech still operational here. Good work by Expense Runner. Upgrading to the mechanized platoon command post is an interesting move. Is he planning a Stuart here, or is this the M20? I wonder why, because he doesn't need his light gate to the Major. He got the Lieutenant and the Captain. He just need that or mechanized command post, but so he doesn't really need it. Seems a bit superfluous again, as he's got some other plan. It certainly is a possibility for Expense Runner. He may in fact have a plan. Oh, bad move there. Got the pack caught up in front of the Ostwind. So can't actually get out of there in time. Might be lost here by the Entertain Gun. Close one there, though. Narrow. Almost got the half-track there. Heavy fighting around the centre here. The centre victory point can be the focus of match fighting there. Pack misses the half-track as well. Ostwind dying to repairs. Need to get the Ponies on it. You should actually upgrade with a veteran squadron on those as well, since that would also help the repair speed, which of course would be pretty great there for War Ponies at the moment. Machine gun being flanked here. Need to retreat. Now. What are you doing, War Ponies? Wicksook, Wicksook. What is he doing there? Like, he's just allowing his machine gun to get murdered there pointlessly. Storm's coming out the flank, getting hit here by the 5th Cub inside the building. Very good. Finally get the machine gun out of there. Bit awkward there. Sniper on the way for War Ponies. So this timing feels like an interesting choice, I suppose. Not what I recommend. You never recommend snipers, so there's that, obviously. But I also think more likely, I'm just not entirely sure this is going to be like the relevant pick right now versus Expense Run. I mean, sure, it can bleed him out a bit, but I feel like there's more, like, you know, relevant threats like the half-track. Major out there, entertaining the way this, so guessing he was planning the M20, but decided, you know, never mind, let's not bother with that. It's a silly thing anyways. Sniper out there for War Ponies. Well, of course, he can make great use of that versus Expense Run. If he could, it might just be able to give him some fresh space here versus Expense Runner. Right now, he has some very solid combines on his. He only really likes ammo. He's got machine guns, he's got mortars, he's got infantry, he's got anti-tank guns. Like, he's pretty much got most of it. Lab's got on the fire here. Sniper there landing his first kill. Of course, signaling 2 Expense Runner. There's a sniper to worry about. The South gun is routed with ease. Couldn't quite get past the Expense Runner's southern outpost there. Be careful of the sniper. We're getting corners there. Units could flank up, then hit it close. And ugly. Go between the sniper just in time. Storm's being suppressed here. Should pop a smoke grenade to pass through there. No, getting suppressed, but there you go. Actually using his spade to flank out with the Ostwind. Cheeky there. As in going for the anti-tank gun. Though you need to be careful. There's another one about. Club doesn't know it. Oh, we could actually take out the half-track now. There we go. Actually, pretty solid push there. War Ponies also he's got fragmentation bomb. We could actually call it in here. I think that'd be quite effective. There we go. Fragmentation bomb. Lost a unit. Oh, he's calling it around the machine gun there. Wiping and causing some additional casualty. The Ostwind's about to get knocked out, possibly then still causing some damage. I feel like he should have called in. He could have done much more damage to that machine gun than the mortar, possibly. He's forced him to evacuate it. Ostwind barely alive there. Lost his stormtroopers down to his twin escorts. War Ponies will need to replace the losses. Meanwhile, Expense Runner is just recruiting the machine gun, slightly undercutting the effort there with the fragmentation bomb. Still, he did get out of the anti-aircraft half-tank. That does help him out no matter what, but still feel like he kind of missed out, like, you know, a proper, shall we say, finish there. Panther on the way for War Ponies. Need to pull back the Flak Panther repair still. Pioneers also being hauled back. Gonna use a taking aircraft from the Lieutenant with a light machine gun. 5th Cub course inside the building. Continuing to remain an issue there for War Ponies. Machine gun there, definitely putting out a bad spot there. Getting hammered here by Expense Runner's infantry. Not entirely sure what to send it like that. Lack of infantry, I feel like it's really proven to be a detriment there for War Ponies. And that could be a second machine gun wiped and secured by Expense Runner here versus War Ponies. But no, incredibly lucky got through with that. Sniper with 7 killed, going this one for the south. We got Female 48 versus 449. Panther almost down there for War Ponies. Back here, troops reinforcing, and we got the recon run on the way that just to further ascertain the situation of his opponent. Thumbs up there to Expense Runner. Then it's being pushed back. That mortar is definitely adding some pressure there. Sniper with 9 kills. Black Panther finding away at the aircraft. Panther 4 arriving. Pinlight machine being added. Of course, Expense Runner will be aware. What will he go for? Sherman or Jackson? Aircraft shot down. Getting the Ostwind there, efficiency 1 as well. Aircraft can actually be a decent surprise of source of experience for Flak Panthers and other anti-aircraft vehicles, really. Fun fact, smoke from down here from expensive runner. Untouchably tossed it there. Panther 4 tank from the south getting hold here by anti-tank guns. Going here for an attempt at one, still be mindful of the anti-tank guns. Again, the M1 anti-tank has a much higher rate of fire, can quickly tear through German medium armor and destroy it, so it's something you have to be really cautious about, or you can get punched. But there you go. Clearing out one, could take out the machine gun position there as well. Going to moving forward to active. Reasonably good push here, but War Ponies, Panther forming up as well there, though not fully repaired. Machine gun, mortar routed, anti-tank gun cleared out. This is a really big problem now for Expensive Runner. All of his anti-tank guns are cleared out, but there you go. Cruise one up, still could get cleared out again in theory. He is helped by the fact his opponent's not pushing head under this to try and clear them up. We got Ponies from up, virtually 5 machine hosing away there. Almost got the anti-tank, and again, this is a brutal engagement with heavy casualties on both sides. Panther 4 needs to get out of there now. In fact, it's too late there. Got the anti-tank gun. Now Osman absorbs the hits. Got the anti-tank gun again. Gonna be recruited again. Needs to retreat the Ponies. Oh, wiped. Quickly popping armor, piercing rounds again. Heavy, just relentless fighting here. Casualties piling up. The road is just a highway of death. Oh, well, probably not quite a highway, but you get the idea. Need to get the Osman out of there. Pull it further away, War Ponies. Sniper there with 15 kills close to T2. Both sides were bloodied. War Ponies made a bit of progress, but Kinect exploded with the casualties he suffered. Plus, his losses Pioneers, meaning both of his heavily damaged tanks will not be able to reinforce or be repaired right away. That's actually going to be a significant problem there for War Ponies. Meanwhile, Expensive Runner, of course, did bleed out, but he can go for the Sherman up again, pressuring his opponent more. He did lose one anti-tank gun as well, so I mean, it's not all bad, of course, for War Pony. It's not bad at all, but it wasn't quite as great as it could have been either, I think. But still, he did pretty well there. I think had he just used the Infantry alongside Assault and Hold there, I think his punch there would have been much harder here against Expensive Runner. He probably would have done more damage overall. Might have had the fight be a bit more disadvantage, but still well played there. More light machines out there for Expensive Runner. We got Jackson on the way there, plus more Pioneers, realizing he can't just do this one Pioneer squad anymore. Plus, upgrade for them with Squad Leader. Thumbs up there to War Ponies. Very good, very good. Should remember to reinforce them while they're here. Again, they can speed up the repairs just a bit further. Center secured. Southern victory point secured. Fifth cover, covering at the southern point. Second Pioneer squad ready. Going with the Pioneer, the hazard remove package, which also increases repair speed. There you go, reinforcing. Let's up the Panther getting into the fight fast. Flak Panzer there, by the way, is close to 82 with 11 kills. Cut further in the carve point there a bit. You can see the Expensive Runner is taking up a very sort of edgewise position there. Setting up for an attack that could be a sweeping blow here against his opponent. Will War Ponies be ready for such a move? Who knows? M36 Jackson Change right there for Expensive Runner as well. Very good, very good. If it wasn't because his Pioneers were all busy repairing armor, he could also consider laying down some mines here and there to sort of absorb any sort of extra assaults there from Expensive Runner. He's ready for the assault, but he's ready for him to push for the center. And clearly, Expensive Runner realizes just a push for the center is going to end up poor. It's going to hit the flank. War Ponies here rushing his Panther 4 hit, I think, a bit too far ahead there without any sort of clear reconnaissance. Jackson shoots, misses. Rob Squad meanwhile takes several casualties here from the Panther 4. Lieutenant, the captain actually got wiped there. That's a blow there to Expensive Runner. Nice kill there for War Ponies. Plus his Flak Panzer's good to go again. He can soon fill up with more armor as well. He's got plenty of fuel. And there you go. Machine gun bunker up north. Good work there. Good work. Major the moving up. Need to kill that Major first.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Calling in the artillery, which will probably clear out the bunker, or at least force them to repair it soon. Bit awkward there. We'll have to see how accurate the artillery is this time around. Does it hit? Does it not? Well, it's mostly hitting the nearby trees and killing numerous squirrels, but the bunker itself is largely safe. Largely. Mostly. Kinda. Telemines down there, good work. He's really getting ready for a big push for Expensive Runner, who's not quite going for it yet. Push for the car point, gun his rifleman. You can again go for more armor. Expensive Runner probably wants some Shermans out here versus War Ponies as well. 312 is a 352, so now he gets killed in the rifle squad. Gun is holding up with the 5th cover, good maneuvering their machine gun. Flak Pants trying to see for some extra wipe attempt there, but not quite working out. North here, Pant holds the lieutenant and the rifleman. Trees descent. Skyborn there. Pioneers around the machine gun there. Still, I feel like War Ponies got too little infantry as well. I mean, he's great. Going for another tank run would be great, but he also needs more infantry. I feel like another Grenadier squad or a Panther squad, even a Storm squad would be a really great choice, but he definitely needs more than just 2 Grenadier squads. Like, his opponent still has 4 infantry squads versus just 2. And infantry is really important. It can get a bit overlooked in particular the late game by some players, but infantry is generally very important. Ponies need to retreat before they get annihilated. Stug on the way for war ponies. The Sturmgeschütz 3 Ausfringi. Definitely not a bad pick there either. Grab the northern point because there's some mines around here. Also may want to fix up the bunker so it doesn't just fall apart. Turning against the Grenadiers here. 12 kills, virtually 3. Wrapping up those with the Browning light machine guns. Machine gun major moving up. Sniper there, 17 kills. Cancel the shoot. Aircraft crashes down. Almost takes out the sniper. The kamikaze counter sniper. An American can advance maneuver apparently. So what is he planning then? Oh, he's going for tier 4 right now. I feel like that's a very bad call. I never feel like tier 4 is a great choice, to be honest. That's the Wehrmacht. In particular, not in favor of over Stug then. That's... I feel like that's a bad call with the war ponies. We'll have to see, of course, it works out what he does with it, but right now I think I just like either add more Stugs or Panther 4s, maybe Stugs and Austrians, but tier 4 right now feels a bit suspicious. Ramney hold up then before 2, we got 300 points left for expensive runner versus the 312 of war ponies, fixing up the Flak Panzer and the Panther 4. Flak Panzer is actually 2 now, 13 kills. Set in the south here, not quite going on, need to get the Pack 40 out of there. Schnell before it gets in up with the artillery. 19 kills from the sniper. And this moving up, needs to, of course, get hit with the artillery. Sniper moving up, also needs to avoid the artillery. Sherman on the way to the expensive runner, very good, very good. Machine gun being hammered there. Oh, major wiped out. Pat Gray here on the Jackson. Machine gun getting slowly whittled down, but hey, machine gun finds to get out of there. Mortar also failing to take it out. Solid point picking up with the machine gun and the mortar. Panther setting out with the Flak Panzer as well. Is he going to make for another grand push against his opponent? Need to be careful about this. Also need to retreat the Pioneers on. So he should have been getting the heavy Panther squads as he's planning to get it going fast. Like, the longer he does nothing with it, the more time his opponent, of course, just have to like do stuff against him that can minimize the impact. He's got the Panther fire there now as well. He almost lost the Panther 4. He needs to pull it back to the base again. He needs to build that heavy Panzer core. Like, if you're going to go for it fast. Don't just dither about while not going for any medium armor either. This definitely feels like a bit of a slip if they were war punks in the face of expensive runner. Like, he's got a lot of resources just doing nothing. I mean, he's effectively just, you know, incurring an increasing large opportunity cost by just doing nothing. Machine gun wiped out. The Osprey, they've got Jackson and Sherman charging in there. Flak Panzer down, just a Panther 4 again. Imagine he'd not gone for the heavy Panzer core, he's taken up and actually just gone for more armor. This would have probably looked a lot different. But because he lost the Panther 4, so now, yeah, war ponies just kind of tossed away his advantage. That's really the thing you have to keep in mind about the Wehrmacht. You can't really just afford to like have a good hard think about these things. You're very much about momentum and pressure, just keeping up the attack. And him just trying to go for tier 4 and then doing nothing with it while then allowing his armor force to be slaughtered. Definitely is really just giving the expensive runner a big helping hand. So they've mistake. They were war ponies. Good use of smoke there by expensive runner. But there you go. Hits the Telemine, taking out the Sherman. Slightly easing the blow here. But even then, that was not great there for war ponies. That was a series of very bad calls that culminated in him just losing all of his armor. Which is really good. So now the question is he actually going to use the heavy Panzer core or not? If not, you know, don't bother. Otherwise, build it now. I mean, again, you don't just go for these things and then not set up for them. Expensive runner with a major on the way there. Let's see what the plans for that. Machine being hosed down with a light machine gun. Teams. Almost lost the machine gun, but did miraculously survive that heavy emphasis of late there for expensive runner. Pushing forwards here with the Panther 4 and a bit of other stuff. You got the M10 getting ready, Jackson as well there. Pushing back. War Ponies Panther 4 rapidly. And in the southern victory point, we got a mortar there still about. We got 3 kills, close to 23. Sniper there with 25 kills. Still a heavy Panzer core. We got the Pioneers there busy with sandbags here. Rather than being hammered. Jackson shoots and misses the Panzer IV. The South Pioneers is surviving shot after shot of mortars there from Expense Runner. 307 to 258. Expense Runner 79 to field to heat their victory points wise. Sniper there with 29 kills. Oh, going for the intended Express round here, trying to get a finishing kill on the sniper. Oh, Lieutenant, he does succeed. Thumbs up there. Pioneers routed. Still no sign of heavy Panzer Corps. Just more armor here. Great hit from the Jackson on the Panzer IV there. We got 307 versus 248. Pioneers moving up. And he still needs more infantry as well. Like, I feel like he's just dithering about here on the subject of, like, you know, what to do with the resources. I mean, you got 2 infantry squads, get a third one. Like, 2 out of 5 always is too little. You want a minimum of 3. But 2 is just too little overall. Need to fix up the Panzer IV. Okay, so it's finally building the heavy Panzer Corps. From there, flanking the pack and the machine gun. Panzer IV opening up. Jack takes a hit on the Panzer IV. Great shot there. Might even lose it as he gets stuck in from the instinct rough grenades. Yup. Panzer IV down. Another blow. There's a War Ponies. He's now gaining the heavy Panzer Corps finally, but could have done much sooner. So things are seemingly slightly falling apart for War Ponies in the face of Expense Run. He's been others doing such a great job, but again, just that moment of time we just did basically bugger all while maybe going for tier 4 was, I think, really just a significant strategic error. Significant. Well, obviously, you will have to go for the Panther here, I guess, to like have any usage out of it. A Panther right now would be silly. And a Sturm Panzer wouldn't do him much good either. Got air recons out here from Expense Runners. One small probably spot the heavy Panzer Corps. Be further prepared. 40 can soon go for more armor. Sniper gets a good kill. Need to retreat that Grenadier squad. Pack gets good and the oh, actually doesn't get hit at all. Got an ace sniper there with 35 kills. Machine hosing down. The other machine was getting shot back in return. We got 307 and 222. Counter reinforcing. It's not doing any wonders for his plan to go for any heavy armor there at the heavy Panzer Corps. Expense Runner strikes at the car point. Good play there. Solid and thorough. And he's moving up here. And he goes for a Panzerwerfer. He's also lost his machine gun. That's definitely a bad call here by War Ponies. Like the situation currently, might in theory require a Panzerwerfer. The problem is he's still got the Jack to deal with. And the problem is also the Panzerwerfer does not continue support. Like, he needs something for his infantry to work with, and the Panzerwerfer is not that. So this, I feel like, is a bad call here by War Ponies. On top of just going for tier 4 in the first place, which is generally as the Wehrmacht. Never a great call. And he's rather compounding that, but then going for the Panzerwerfer in a situation where he doesn't, like, strongly need it. It's not like Expense Runners severely dug in or blobs a ton. That's going to be limited to what the Panzerwerfer can do anyways. We'll see what the Jackson about. So it definitely feels like a very bad call here by War Ponies. She's just stuck for more Panzer Force or Stooks instead of that heavy Panzer, but he done it again. I feel like he'd been possibly in a winning position. Instead, he is now looking like he might actually lose this. Got the Panzer firing away there. Gets one kill and that's it. And then, of course, for roughly a minute and a half, that Panzer is going to be doing absolutely nothing. Again, that's really important to keep in mind. That's a long period of time where your expensive unit is doing nothing. Meanwhile, Expense Runner is just going to keep attacking and keep on pressuring. And War Pony's going to like anything to deal with that. So, definitely feel like a bad call there. Definitely not something I'd recommend in this situation. I mean, again, if his opponent was like heavily dug in and refusing to move, sure, Panzerwerfer makes a ton of sense, but that's not really Expense Runner at the moment, now is it? She's in Southern Victory Point again. We got 386. He's still managed to bleed out his opponent, but I would say it's coming increasingly high cost here for War Ponies. Sherman almost done. Panzerwerfer is slowly getting ready again. Still about half a minute to go. Ravening northwards. We've still got the machine gun bunker, which has still not been repaired. Sherman out there for expansion runner. We got 300 on the 78. Ravening caught with the machine gun bunker. Got the center victory point. Grabbed the southern one. Now moving about here with 42 kills. Very good work there by War Ponies. More to their hard work with the southern victory point. Sniper moving ahead. Sherman hits a telemine. We'll try and take out that sniper there. Good hit on the Sherman. Might be able to take it out. Gotta watch somewhere else. Looks like the machine got cleared out there. Still a chance if War Ponies to turn this game around. He's still hitting some hard blows to the expansion runner, clearing out some support weapons. But the question is, can he manage it? Machine gun, they're dealing with the Ponies in the south. Now moving ahead, they're low on health with 44 kills. Got out the 50 caliber. Grab the center victory point here. Still tense, still close. Despite, again, I would say significant self-inflicted blow there by going for tier 4 and then a Panzerwerfer. Clearing out the anti-tank gun there. Need to shoot those grenadiers. Fresh air reconnaissance. Panzerwerfer setting out. Feel like expense runner's gonna have to pull off some sort of great push here against War Ponies. Panzerwerfer unleashing hell. Around the calf point and doesn't even get a kill this time around. That's really just one of the weaknesses of the Panzerwerfer. It is very inaccurate for its cost. Panther Wolf for War Ponies, the Panzerkampfwagen 5. Pride of the Vaterland. Aircraft there being shot at. Machine gun, they need to retreat before it gets wiped out. It may in fact be wiped out here. Yeah, looking very likely. Yep, down that goes. But it's slow to retreat. More mounting laid down but caught here by the Major. Forcing healing. Panther halfway down there for War Ponies. Calliope out here for expensive runner. He wants his own rocket artillery out. Probably try and show his opponent how it's actually done. Or maybe just to taunt him by showing him actual rocket artillery that works. Sniper the 47 kills. Scored here. Jackson up trying to destroy the machine gunner. Guess he doesn't want it. Calliope being hauled forwards here by expensive runner. Sherman backing, leading the way. Panther almost done. We got 301 was 161. I guess he might try and use the Calliope as a sniper counter. Panther out. Yep. He's basically pelting the air with a sniper to kill him, and he does get the sniper kill. That is one way to kill one man. Panther charging hit, machine cleared out again. Going for the Jackson, or Calliope needs to get him up to percent. Also, he probably should focus on the Jackson or some other source that might actually damage the Panther more consistently instead. He has allowed himself to take several free hits down the Panther without really doing anything serious on turn. He gets the Calliope, and then it's only abandoned. So, right here, the Panther ends up, I think, effectively wasted here by War Ponies. And for Calliope at that, not really a good trade at all. Not really a good trade at all. In fact, quite the opposite. It's a terrible one. And with that, I think War Ponies is very much GG. There we go. Game over. His heavy Panzer Corps ended up not really doing well at all. Again, partly, consider the situation. Do you really need a Panzerwerfer? In most cases, you'll actually find the answer is no. In fact, you'll probably do better with a mortar of your own. And also the way you just handled the Panther. I mean, really, the heavy Panzer was just a waste, and really was just something that allowed expensive run to really just get back in the game. Had he not gone for that and just pushed for more stuff from the Supremo Corps, I think War Ponies, along with the more infantry, were in a much stronger position there. But overall, well played by both those. Just War Ponies late game completely fell apart as he just, went for tier 4, which you generally should not do. Meanwhile, expensive runner just played to his strength as much as possible, used almost every ability, and just overall played well and solidly there. So 2 thumbs up there to expensive runner. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell friends and family, but don't tell enemies. This is Imperial Links and cheers. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow again for a nice episode. Bye.